Welcome to the Edupedia world, virtual world, free education. My name is Suraya Sayed, Microsoft Certified Trainer.
Today I will show you a different type of functions that work only when certain conditions are met. This is the family of functions called conditional math functions. It includes CountIf, SumIf, and AverageIf functions. Now let's start by the easiest one, which is CountIf, because it requires only one range of data cells to count from. Then we will move on to the next two functions, SumIf and AverageIf, because both of them will require more parameters to work on. Now let's get further involved in CountIf function, which purpose is to count the number of cells that match a supplied criteria. Its syntax is equal CountIf open bracket the range, comma, criteria, then close brackets. So you need to provide CountIf function with two parameters. First, the range from which the function will count cells. Second, the criteria by which your test is done on each cell. And you have two ways to insert your function into the cell, either by typing it manually, but take care from forgetting any part of the syntax, and the second way is to use the insert function dialog box that will help you to insert the function. Here is an example in which we have a large number of data in a list, and the data is divided into 4 columns: name, gender, date of birth, and age. At the beginning, I need to quickly know the total number of records that I have. So I will highlight cells from A2 to cell A56. Then look at the status bar. It will provide me with the total number, and it is 55. But I need to insert the count function that we have learned in the previous video. So I will click on cell G3 to insert the count function. I will type it manually, equal count between bracket the values that you want to count. So I will highlight the range, not from A2 to A56, because this range contains only text data, as we learned that the count function count only numbers. So I will use the range from D2 to cell D56 because it contains numerical data. Then let's click enter. So we have got the result as we have seen in the status bar, equal 55. Now let's move on to the point in which we need to count only a specific data. Here we want to know how many male are there in our data, and to show the result in cell G4. So now I'm going to use the function CountIf to count how many M are there in the range from B2 to B56. So let's click on cell G4 to insert the CountIf function, and I will type it manually. Type equal sign count. So you can see Excel give you a suggestion. Click on CountIf. So the syntax is shown, and the first parameter is the range. So highlight the range from B2 to B56, and the second parameter, which is the letter M for male. So how can I type it? To easily search for any cell contains M, click any cell that contains the letter M. For example, click on the cell B2. Now we have the CountIf between bracket, the range, comma, and the criteria, which is B2. So close the bracket, then click enter to see the result. And you can see the function return the number 28, which is the total count of males in our records. Now let's repeat our function again, but this time we will count the number of females. Click on cell G5, in which we need the result of the female count appear in it. Then let's use a different method to insert the function from the insert function icon. Click on it. The insert function dialog box open. Now you can search for the CountIf by typing it in the search box, then click go. Now I can find it, the first one. Double click on it. The function arguments dialog box is appear and it's ready to fill in its text boxes. First, the range is the same as previous example, from B2 to B56. Then click on the next text box. It needs the criteria. Now the criteria that the letter F, any cell contain the letter F. For example, click on B3, then click OK. So we have 27. Now let's check the total count. If we add 28 plus 27, we will get 55, which is the total number of both males and females. So let's revise what we just have taken in the previous example. The capability of CountIf is it can count cells that contains text, like counting the cells contain the letter M for male and counting the cells that contain the letter F for females. Now I am going to show you a different type of criteria that CountIf can count if cells contain numbers. For example, it can count cells equal to, greater than, or less than a specific number. So let's go back to our example and see how many persons are there whose age is greater than 55. Click cell G6, then insert the CountIf function, and now the range is different in this example because the range from which the age is shown is from D2 to cell D56. Then the criteria is any cell contain number which is greater than 55. Then click OK. Great. So that is the end of this example, and let's conclude this in I have 55 persons, 28 of them are male and 27 are females, and 31 are greater than 55. So we use CountIf for counting a specific criteria. Thank you for watching Edupedia World Videos. See you at the next video.